Hi channel, I am back. I've finally completed my move and I am now in my new house. So maybe the acoustic sounds a little different, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I am back and this is my first flight back actually. So I'm quite excited since I've been gone. Orbex has gone and updated FTX Norway with the new night lighting, so I thought I'd give that a check. In my shader tweaks are very dark, so it's actually really hard to see anything but lights. But that doesn't matter. It's a short flight, and we'll be going from Molde to Ålesund, ENML to Echo November Alpha Lima. Yeah, it's a pretty short flight. It should be fun. We're in the Cessna 172. One thing I kind of like here is we're idling, and I got all the lights tuned up, and it seems to be struggling with basically setting the. It seems to basically be struggling with the battery, having enough power for running the systems that I'm running. It's pretty much a straight flight. The weather seems to be nice out here, but I'll give it a check and then we'll get going. Ah, see, that's why the weather is nice, because Active Sky is not connected somehow. I was kind of surprised by that. The weather is supposed to be shit out there. At least it's pretty horrible here in Oslo. I'll wait and see how bad the weather really is.
Echo November Mike Lima Airport information Charlie 2150 Zulu weather wind 037 at 9er visibility 10 sky clear temperature 4 dew point 3 QNH 1035 advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie Echo November Mike Lima Airport information Charlie 21.
I guess it wasn't that bad. Or let me just check that it's like yeah, custom static mode. See, this is why. Switch to live weather. I usually fly with live weather. If I was using custom static mode, it's just because I was trying to test. I think I was trying to test. Yeah, I was trying to test frame rates basically. So there we go. It's a bit more fog. Let's check again.
Echo November Mike Lima Airport information Echo 2020 Zulu weather wind 057 at 4 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 400 800 scattered ceiling 1300 broken temperature 7 dew point 7 QNH 1009 advise on initial contact. You have information Echo November Mike Lima Airport information Echo 2020 Zulu weather.
Okay, here we go. Depart west.
Ground, Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, ready to taxi, west, departure. Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 7, using taxiway Charlie, runway 7. Contact tower on 119.85 when ready. Taxi, hold short, runway 7, using taxiway Charlie, runway 7. Cessna, Tango, Victor, Delta.
Runway 7, so we're gonna go off of runway 7, and once we take off we're gonna do a right turn, because we're gonna have terrain to our left, and I think it is a right turning pattern too. I could check, but frame rates look good with the new night lighting from Orbex. That's really cool. So it's pretty cold out too. Winter's definitely arrived here in Norway. Put on both tanks. I actually didn't check the fuel now.
Viga Tower, Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, ready at runway 7, west departure. Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, cleared for takeoff, runway 7, for 059er at more. Departure to the west cruise, fly runway heading to 500, free to then proceed on course. Cleared for takeoff, runway 7, maintain runway heading to 500, then proceed on course. Cessna, Tango, Victor, Delta.
So our wind is coming in pretty much directly from the left, or not directly from the left, straight, but slightly to the left. So this should be pretty easy takeoff. My right wing is a lot lighter though than my left wing, so I can, yeah. See, I have to fight a little bit here to make sure that it doesn't tip. That was a very easy takeoff. Beautiful. Beautiful. Retract the flaps. So I set the pitot heat and turned on the fuel pump before I took off. Went mixture full rich. So I don't know how high we're gonna climb here, but a couple thousand feet is probably not a bad idea. I think we're gonna do our turn now. Or I think I'm gonna do the turn now. So far the night lighting from Orbex, it looks good, but I had Night Environment, Chris Bell's Night Environment. I think it looked better because it did the ground splashes. Problem with it though is it's like a total frame rate hog. Not frame rate hog, but a bass hog. This also looks pretty darn good actually. Pretty darn good. Looks a bit more subdued. I think Chris Bell's roads look very much like sort of like lines. It's hard to see much, huh? Very hard to see much. This is definitely instrument flying conditions. I do like how that looks though. That looks pretty darn good. I'll say it again. So we were us to have heading up 250. I think we'll set the heading up for 250 and we'll try and intercept the VOR.
Cessna, Echo Victor Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
My apologies, not the VOR, the GPS track. And I think we'll move to the left tank so we can sort of even out some of this unevenness. Once we get to 2,000 feet, we'll try and level off too. Lean a little bit, mixture, and I'll turn off the fuel pump. So yeah, it looks pretty swish. I haven't gotten chase plane yet, but expect to see chase plane in my next video. This is still easy dock, which I'm so sick of. Not so much sort of in operation once you got it set up, but setting up a new plane and all that sort of stuff is just ridiculously complicated and not very fun. So you can see the night lighting stopping, but there's still roads out there. I wonder if that's just because it hasn't loaded or if it's because these are all cars, obviously. It's a bit weird how there's no streetlights over there. But that is very much like what Norway is like, though. There's lots of areas with no streetlights. Oh, but see, here they come. They're fading in. A little slow to load. Okay, so let's try and be a little diligent here. So we have basically, if we go to TAT, if we go to Tautra 393, if we just head directly to Tautra, we won't hit any mountains. So why don't we, let's align this with this. And then let's align it with the AL ADF afterwards. That should keep us clear of any terrain, actually. And that's a good idea. As you can see, my flying is not exactly keeping me on track. It's very hard. There's no visual reference outside, which in the sim I think is really difficult flying, because you also don't have any sense of what the aircraft is doing. You just have the instruments. So it looks like I'm tracking reasonably well right now. It also looks like the wind is pushing me around a little bit when you look at the ADF needle, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. It's just, I mean, I'm sure it's not abnormal. We're doing pretty well. We're staying level. We're at 2,250 feet, roughly. We are tracking this ADF, and let's go to the next one. It is 398. Easy. Two 254. Heading 254, and we're evening out. We're at 2,000 feet. We lost some altitude there in that turn. That was my fault. I was trying to do too many things, and like I said, I don't notice these things because I only have my eyes. So when I reset the ADF, I probably lost track of what we were happening with my altitude. Stay around 2,000 feet, that's great too, but not this oscillation that I'm sort of having now. weather, of course. Oh, this is difficult. So you can see this repaint's a little messed up. It's an LN repaint, like it's a Norwegian repaint for this aircraft. Not that you can really see it in this darkness. So I don't know why I selected it. It's kind of cool though. RTFM. I don't know, it's got some personality to it. The repaint too kind of does. It's a brown aircraft. It's got this little. It's got a picture of a lady inside, and you know, it's really weathered look to it. Ugh, man, here we are. Here we go. Okay, now let's try and track this. Let's try and track this. So one thing that's kind of nice about my new house is I actually have a setup where my throttle pedals are finally locked into some sort of position. So hopefully I'll have less of those taxiing issues with the Skylane. So Ålesund, I've talked about this city last time. It's a beautiful city, and I don't know. Urbex sort of taunted or flaunted as sort of a cityscape city. Sure, they did a decent job modeling it, but it's just sad because the city has so much character because of its architecture, and that's not represented at all. And the architecture of Ålesund is in Jugend style. That's what it's called. And I think it's some German emperor that fell in love with the place and decided to sponsor the rebuilding of it after it all burned down in a fire. And so it all looks really quite fantastic and spectacular. It has a little channel going through it. It's surrounded by mountains, etc., etc. It's a great looking town. Every time I've been there, though, it's been kind of boring. It's not the most happening place, but it certainly is good looking and looks great in pictures, so it's well worth sort of doing a Google search on this place to sort of see what it looks like. One of Norway's more picturesque cities, that's for sure. Yeah, outside I see only darkness. Oh, I see some lights. That little stutter there was my track IR losing track. I haven't quite sort of put everything up perfectly, I think. Yeah, I'll try to get it a little bit now. So that goes. Oh, I see lights. I see lights. I mean, that was the main reason why I got the Night Environment series, is because I wanted to see lights in the distance. And it seems like Orbex's new night lighting does that, but it's by no means perfect. And look at me, I'm completely veering off course. This is a travesty. I mean, I guess if I was a sensible man, I'd be putting this plane into autopilot. I mean, better believe that I would be. In reality, in real life. Looks good, the new lighting system. Does look good. I wonder what this town is. So Olsen's actually located, as far as I know, Olsen's kind of located down here on this island. They have an undersea tunnel leading to this island and a bridge leading to this island, which is where the airport is at. It's kind of fun. We are we're not far from intercepting the runway here. We should let's see if we can hail the tower. I can see the runway lights over there.
Vigo Tower, Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, 9 miles northeast of Vigo, 1,700 to land. Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, Vigo Tower, fly straight in, runway 25, altimeter 2907, 9. Fly straight in, runway 25, Cessna, Tango, Victor, Delta.
Okay, runway 25. That should be pretty easy. Let's see if we can find this an ILS here. ILS 25, 11.25. Put that in the box. And runway 25. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, so we've already passed over it. Oh, I actually got some moonlight on the sea. That's a nice change of pace, or change of visibility. It's nice. Nice to actually see a little bit what I'm doing. Okay, I think we'll put on the landing lights, we'll put on the fuel pump, bring the mixture to full rich. And we will not descend yet, but look here, you can see the mountains through the weird sort of lighting bug that Prepared has for landing lights.
Cessna, Lima, November, Tango, Victor, Delta, wind 202, 50, clear to land, runway 25. Clear to land, runway 25, Cessna, Tango, Victor, Delta.
Yeah, so I'm not dropping any altitude yet, as you can see, because I'm just seeing reds over there, and my ILS is indicating that I am actually above glide slope at this point. I think we will start dropping some altitude now. Yeah. I'm not gonna go too forward. At this point, I am mostly using my ILS as, I am using it just as some sort of like extra guidance in case of clouds, which you just saw right there, what that looks like. I think the summer a little high. I need to lose some altitude. And speed. They're slowly but surely catching the glide slope. A lot of that is actually also because we are slowing down speed-wise. And when we slow down speed-wise, our feet per minute, you know, there's more minutes, which means that we're actually also losing more.
500.
We're losing more altitude per distance, even though we're not losing more altitude per minute. So that's a good one. Now this is 75 knots. I think we can try and keep it there. We're a little low. We're very low now. Once again, this is Airports of Norway. It's a freeware pack. Looks like it's snow outside even. Kind of excited to see what it looks like in daylight. Night lighting is not perfect. Seems to be floating above the runway, as indeed everything is. Someone didn't run their vector update tool, i.e. me. We have a sunken runway, but we'll do a nice landing on it anyway. Find a taxiway that we can actually taxi through. Maybe this one. Yes, this one we can taxi through. Well, anyway, it's nice to be back up and running again.
Welcome to contact ground on 118.1. 118.1.
Even though they seem to be having some issues with the mesh. That don't matter much. So as you see, Airports of Norway, they have people, but they're not moving. It's not people flow. But you know, that's okay. Turn off the now light and strobe light. Cut the fuel. Turn off the avionics. Turn off the beacon, magnetos, and the power. And that's it. Well, welcome to I was gonna say, welcome to Olsen. It's very dark out, so you can't really see what it looks like. But I will do you a little favor and show you at this point what it actually looks like around here. I don't like night flying in prepared now, do I? But look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Ain't it though? It's a pretty place. Well, next flight we'll take a trip over the city. I'll show you what that looks like. It's in here. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, then feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. Or like the video, and I'll keep them coming. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for now. Forget how to stop it. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for now.